thought that was so cool. I was like, yes. Go ahead,
he's in the first half of your book.
So you've seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's here. Okay, I must have. There we go.
You're good. Excitement does that.
I'm glad you looked it over.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know where this was. I think this was at Rolling Loud. Where was this? Yeah, this was at Rolling Loud in 2018.
He looks so excited.
Jid is one of my favorite performers to photograph because
he really be a bundle of energy.
He's a bundle of energy. He raps good, and he's just honestly a good person.
Do you know where the name Jid came from?
I don't.
His grandmother used to call him Jid because he was
jittery.
Yeah,
I did know that.
And
Yes.
Like his childhood name.
Yes.
And that's the name that just stuck.
Yes, I do remember that. I think I saw an interview about that. That's always dope. I love
you saw
when
the interview that I saw with
Probably.
the old boy from Dreamville, the manager of J. Cole.
Eve.
He was talking about that. Yeah.
Yes. So we can talk about Eve, I guess.
Okay, hey, what's up?
No, so once again, this is when Dreamville was there. It was actually really crazy. Shooting Cole at Rolling Loud 2018 was one of my first, or one of the starts of those full circle moments that mean so much to me because, like I said, I've been an avid music lover, so being able to be at the front of the stage with Cole in 2011 rapping, Back to the Topic and Nobody's Perfect, to shooting him for a festival was just like, what's going on? I can't even believe this happened. But like I said, I was backstage. I knew who Eve was because I've been a big Dreamville fan for a long time. So I went up to him and I was like, hi, I'm Chynna, I'm a photographer. This is when I think they had announced Dreamville Fest. Oh, this is before Dreamville Fest got canceled because of the hurricane in 2018. So it was May of 2018, and I think Dreamville Fest was supposed to be in October or something like that. So
Is this the year that all those festivals happened at one time, like Virginia Beach, Dreamville Fest, and everything else?
That was 2019. Yes,
yeah, and everything just layered
everything
over.
was all like this.
Including our festival on this side happened too, right?
Yes. It was.
That's crazy.
It was.
that was.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that because
all the festivals did well, right?
Yeah. It was a really great time. That was when I was in 3 different states during the
Carolina.
and I had gone to California as well.
What are you in Cali for?
Because I'm a nerd.
Okay.
For trivia stuff.
That's tight. Oh, you really be about that trivia life.
Yes. Honda Campus All-Star Challenge. Bowie State University won 2nd place in 2017. We're fantastic. But yeah, no. No, I always go there to volunteer and help out because those are my dogs and I love trivia. Random fun fact about the nerd Chynna. But so met Ebe, told him hey, I'm super interested in shooting Dreamville Fest, blah, 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 blah. Here's my card. He told me who to contact. So I contacted them. And how did this go? I'm trying to remember. Okay. I think I shot a couple of shows of other Dreamville artists. I know that Kaz was opening up for Dom Kennedy. That's why I have that picture of Dom Kennedy in there because I got in contact with someone from Dreamville who was able to. I love that picture because it's just so colorful. Even though people don't know who it is, but it's just really colorful. I just like that picture.
It's a very cool silhouette picture.
Yeah, but that's how Dom is,
Yeah.
Cool.
I went to your book one time and I was like, this is it. This is the
Dom
photo.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Dom Kennedy.
Who's that beside him?
That is Georgia Smith. Yes, this was at Made in America 2019. But yeah, so I got in contact with everyone from Dreamville. Well, not everyone, but I got in contact with some of the people's managers, basically.
Did everyone have different managers at that time?
Yes, everyone still has different managers, I believe. So Boss's manager is another person I ended up getting in contact with. I don't remember how
Boss from New York.
Yes, yeah. Boss from Queens, my dog.
Great production, amazing production.
Yes. And I shot him at Afropunk, which I can talk about before this. or after this. But that was also another full circle moment because I rapped on stage with him too. But
You rapped on stage with him?
I rapped on stage with J. Cole and Boss.
So that was the stage reference right there.
I rapped on stage with J. Cole, and then I rapped on stage with Boss 6 months later.
Okay, look at this. Look at that smile. That boy be rapping.
He does.
You can tell that's a performer.
He does. He is. He's so good. He's so good. He's been so good for so long. Okay, so got in contact with Boss's manager. Figured I'd try that whole opportunity thing again of like, hey, I know Dreamville Fest got canceled, but I would love to shoot it again. Da, 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 da. He was like, yeah, you can do it. You absolutely can. And I was like, I'm sorry. Okay, because like, I guess I could say this on here. I'm a little, I don't know how I feel saying this. I'm gonna say it, whatever. Okay, so I had just come back from a trip. I had just come back from A3C in Atlanta. I shot that. Came back, and I wanted to shoot Boss's show. That's another prevalent festival. Love A3C. It's really dope. It's like old heads be down there too, which is kind of cool. But I went there, I shot that, and I came back home, and I had his manager's contact, and I'll never forget it. He was like, I'm sorry, this is so weird. I never said this before because I never wanted to say it, but I'm gonna say it. He was like, you can shoot any Dreamville show you want, ever. And I was just like, what? I probably still have a screenshot of that text, but like, I think I started crying. Yeah, I was crying because I was like, who am I and what is this world where people I've been listening to for 10 years know who I am and know my work and know me enough and like it enough that they just say I can shoot anything? That almost makes me sick to even think about because I really can't believe that happened still. And then I went to a J. Cole show that same night because my friend gave me some free tickets. So you were on an emotional high. I was crying. I remember that. Oh my gosh. I'm getting emotional. I'll stop now.
Take your time.
No, because it's just really crazy. Like, I'm from Charles County, Bryan's Road. I just like taking pictures. And I just this is 2021. So 10 years ago, I graduated from high school. Like, who would have thought that now I'm getting interviewed for, Like, oh yeah. So it's just dope how many full circle moments have happened. So basically, that contact got me being able to shoot Dreamville Fest with some of the most fantastic photographers that I know, including Greg Noir, who is one of the best, if not the best music photographer out here. He's been killing it for years. Super seasoned, super fantastic. Love Greg. But yeah, no, that was just a really amazing time. And I think that was the year that it was Dreamville Fest was in the beginning of April, and then Broccoli City was the beginning of May, and then the week after I went to Rolling Loud. So it was just one after another, and I was just like, wow, I was on a run then.
So from the outside looking in, you were on moves.
Yeah.
Period.
Yes.
How were you able to afford these moves?
Because I have a job. I still have a full-time job that I have been at for the last 6 years. I am a consultant, and I work with mortgages and help manage a platform that intakes mortgage data to help prevent redlining.
Okay.
So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Another random tidbit.
Yeah, no, that's
whatever.
Amazing. That's amazing as hell. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a cool. It's not the ideal way to go, I guess, if you want to be a full-time creative, but I have a mortgage. And at the moment, I do not want to work super hard to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Because I know with being a full-time freelancer, sometimes you have days or months where you have $10,000, and then sometimes you have zero, and sometimes I can't rely on that at the moment. But yeah, that's how I was able to afford all that. Thankfully, I was able to do a lot of things like, you know, remote, like, which is kind of crazy too, but like I would do things like shoot the festival on Saturday and Sunday, and then stay an extra day, work throughout the day, and then go home. I actually did that with Afropunk this year. That's exactly what I did.
Really? Tell me more about that.
I came down to Atlanta when I won the Black Women Photographers Organization, which is an amazing organization. Shout out to Polly. It was created last year just to kind of put Black women photographers on the forefront and allow them the opportunities and afford them the opportunities that they should have, because there's some fantastic Black women photographers out here.
Yeah.
So they partnered with Afropunk this year, and they asked you to like create a video or create a story and explain kind of like what you would do when you got there, and why you should win a pass to the festival. So of course, like, I love Afropunk. I've been going to Afropunk for years, and I thought that was just a really special time. I think the first Afropunk I went to, I was so surprised, because when I would go to other festivals, because once again, music always in the front, so I was always used to that whole like rowdiness of everybody screaming, yelling, there's always fights and stuff, but like that never happened at Afropunk, and it was like I was in a black utopia. It was weird. But like the first time I went was in Brooklyn, and that was really dope. That was when SZA noticed my picture that I took of her from way far back in the crowd, which was really crazy. But I did love that picture too. But yeah, Afropunk 2020, I flew down on a Friday. I got there, shot the festival on Saturday and Sunday, and then I went to my cousin's house, who lives in Fairburn, which is a suburb of Atlanta, and I just worked from their house until my flight at 7 o'clock at night. So like, do I get that much sleep? No. Probably should I? Yes. But I have always just been a runner. I do too much.
She's a track star.
Exactly. So like that's kind of what a lot of these weekend type festivals consist of, is, you know, I pay for it because I have a job. I have the money to be able to, thankfully, be able to like rent lenses and take off, and buy plane tickets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't really want to have to pay for it anymore. I would like to be paid for it more often now. Yes, exactly. So yeah, those are some things.
That's a damn good story. But okay, so you can shoot any Dreamville concert you want.
Don't say that. Don't tell me.
Does that make it different?
Does it make it different?
Yeah, that sentence makes it heavier.
Yeah, I don't like you saying that. That scares me.
Okay. What's the fear here? Because I mean, you've built this career.
Because it makes me sound like I'm like plugged in.
Well, I mean, you earned it though. That's what it's really about. It's really about what you've earned, and just acknowledging that. Because like, you worked from when you were a kid, picking up a camera, and then high school, you know, picking up techniques and seeing what you don't have, and also accomplishing amazing things without a physical camera. And then like, hey world, I'm here. I'm glad you guys noticed. I have more amazing things coming. So like, to me, I think it's not only amazing, but it's special because it says who you are and who you've allowed yourself to be, which is cool. And you earned that opportunity because you literally have a whole 9 to 5 in between it. You didn't just like show up and I've arrived. It's like, I'm gonna pay this bill, do this extra day, I'm gonna get on this flight. You know, it's me.
That's it. Yeah. No, I think it actually, I will say, like, it was really cool. Afropunk 2021. I said 2020. I meant 2021. I don't know what year it is. Afropunk 2021 being like the first thing I shot after the pandemic, music related, like I went there and a lot of people knew me, and I wasn't expecting that. Like, I don't like talking like this because I feel like I'm not trying to be haughty or gloat or anything. I'm just really like I've been able to like form connections with different people, whether it be off social media or like I know DJ Oso, she's a Atlanta DJ, but like she came up here to she had a party and I shot that. So like just being able to connect with people and see people that like, oh, I know this person, oh, I know this person, that actually helped me be able to shoot for longer sets because I knew someone's manager and the manager was able to give me a different pass.
Yeah, but you also value the relationship.
Yes, absolutely. That's really the most important thing. Like, yeah, we're here to create dope stuff. We're here to make money, but like the relationship is really what matters. Because without the relationships, it's like more surface. And I'm not here for surface stuff. You know, like Jid recognized me when he was backstage. You remember my name, which is a little surprising, even though like I met him like 4 or 5 times, but it was still surprising because you're famous. Whatever. But like the fact that he remembered me. The last time I shot him, I told him he's one of my favorite people to shoot. He told me I was his favorite photographer, but like I don't even know if he was just saying that because he said that. But like you don't have to say that to say that. I'm talking too much. I'm going like on a tangent, but like, you know.
I think that's a good thing though, because tangent shows where your emotion is.
You're right. Nah, that was really dope to me. I would never expect anyone to say that to me.
Yeah. And it seems that right now at this point in your life, you're able to still value the moments themselves and not the why isn't a certain thing happening for you.
Yeah, I think I don't ever want to dwell on that part because I've always looked back on everything that I've done so far, and it's kind of like I'm not here to, I do a lot of comparing, but that's not the best way to carry on with things. But while I compare, I also like truly value and appreciate so many creatives. So like saying why isn't this happening to me, that's a moot point because it's really like this should be happening to them. Like I'm so excited that it's happening to them. So it's wonderful. I'm glad. But yeah, I think, you know, this is I'm on a journey. Like it's not I'm just going with the flow and just seeing where things take me. And excuse me, if it takes me to it's what's for me is really going to be for me.
Yeah.
And like I know that sounds kind of cliche, but it's for real because once again 10 years ago I was in high school just liking a camera and taking pictures on my phone. So like I wouldn't have worked this hard and gone this far for nothing. And that's why like keep going is like super super important to me because you just got to keep going on the path that you're on because you never know where it's going to take you.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about this guy right here. I'm just going to slide him in there.
Okay.
All right, tell me about Cole.
There's so many pictures of J. Cole. There's so many pictures of J. Cole.
Tell me about Cole. J. Cole. Jermaine.
Yes.
Run away now, bro.
Oh my gosh.
They are so hilarious.
They're hilarious. And I'm so
never get over their skits.
I love that they're getting put on how they are, like, because my fiance is a big fan of Mark and all of them, so like he always sends me like their videos. But yes, like I'm super super glad that they're getting put on. That was so dope. Yes. It was so dope that they got to like work with him for this latest thing. But yeah, Cole is dope. You know, I was a fan. I've been a fan of Cole since 2010 maybe. Since like the warm up, so that's a long time ago. Yeah, so you know, like just going from exactly. Young Simba, grown Simba, all that. So going from being a fan, listening to, I remember always used to listen to You Got It, which is off of Friday Night Lights with him and Wale, who is also another amazing human being. You gonna pull up?
I got you. I got the book on me. Don't worry, you take your time. Keep talking.
But yeah, so Wale is also dope. But yes, J. Cole. Let me hold it like this.
Wale photo, you know, you guys got Wale out here, you know. Hey, she took it. Yeah.
I did.
Big time. You know, we got you.
Yes. Big bro. But yeah, so, you know, listening to him, going to his concerts, rapping on stage with him, going to different shows and always seeing him, and then just being able to, I think when I shot him at Rolling Loud the first time, it was in the crowd. It was in the crowd, I remember this now. I had to push through hundreds, thousands of Lil Uzi fans in 2018 while protecting my camera. I had to hold it up like a bottle girl, but it was like a camera. I had to walk through and just be like, excuse me. You know, probably. Yeah, that probably is strong. Because I do that all the time. But yeah, I think like my years of going to festivals as just an attendee allowed me to be able to maneuver easier. There's a trick. You always gotta watch if anybody's getting in a fight. They're all gonna rush towards the fight. So then that's when you go like this. But that's, so like I got to the front of, or closer to the front of the his performance there, and I shot him there. And then after all the conversations with the different Dreamville people